Ladies and gentlemen, it's been quite a long time since I was back in here. I'm going to see for myself when was the last time I was here at the WCTV studios. Great studio, by the way, for Tommy Maroon Sports Show, episode number 95. It's been interesting doing my show at home lately, but, it's good to be back. It's just great to be back. It was November 18th. What episode was that? Number 71. So episodes number 72 to 94 at home. 95, we're back here. Let's go. Let's go with the Cleveland Cavaliers. Starting off with Colin Sexton, 24.4 points per game, 9.9 rebounds per game for Jarrett Allen. Big center, big hair. Speaking of big center, big hair, Anderson Varejao is back. I am not joking. I thought it was a joke. I thought it was coming back as a coach, but nope. A 10-day deal. We get Anderson Varejao back. Remember that from the mid-late 2000s? Dear God, he's on NBA Live 2005 for the Cavs, and he's back again. 10 days. Darius Garland, 6.2. Assists per game, Jarrett Allen, 1.5. Blocks per game, 1.7. Steals per game for Larry Nance Jr. And the Cavs, things have been going. Woo! Why do I say that? Because we've been losing, and losing to not-so-good teams like Orlando. 109-104 was your final, and that's a game right there for you folks. Darius had 25 points, 10 assists. Jetty Osman, that's right, the first Jetty. Of course, it's Star Wars Day, as a lot of people are aware. I'm not really into that, but my mom is. My mom loves Star Wars. She's just a huge fan of it. And, of course, Cavs have celebrated with Jetty. And Jarrett had 17 points, 13 rebounds. Gary Harris, 19 points. Chuma OKK and Cole Anthony, 18 points each. Magic up 23 at one point. And we had 4 more assists than the Magic. Obviously, it came down to the wire, and it ends up with the Magic pulling away with a victory. Quite unfortunate. About 3,000 people go to the game, so look at shots like those. That's why we're not doing well. And we lost again to the Wizards. 122-93. Wizards going to try to get that 10th seed in the play-in tournament, which has been criticized by everyone and their mothers. LeBron said whoever designed that should be fired immediately. And, of course, he's back from his injury. And the Lakers might fall in the play-in tournament. Holy cow, that's what happens when you have Anthony Davis hurt and LeBron hurt, and then LeBron hurt for a good chunk of time. He says he's not going to be 100%, but we'll see what happens. Crazy Western Conference out there. But we lost again. I'm losing my train of thought. Colin, 22.7 rebounds. Jay, 14 points off the bench. Jarrett, 13 points, 11 rebounds. Russell Westbrook had triple-double because Russell Westbrook has just been sizzling hot all season long, got hurt for a little bit, and he's just averaging triple-double over the past 5 games. 14 rebounds per game over the last 5 games for a point guard. My good Lord. Raul Neto had 17 points, and the game was close in the first half, and then the fourth quarter, Washington just ran away with it. Cavs against the Heat. Well, we lost. What a shocker. 124-107. Kevin Love and Colin, 25 points each. Dean Wade, 18 points off the bench. Kendrick Nunn, 22 points for Miami. Duncan, I think Duncan is left-handed. If it's not, it's scoring. But anyways, 20 points. Max Struss had 17 points off the bench. And we were winning by 11 at one point, and the Heat held the lead for the entire second half. And folks, things are not looking good. Apparently the Nets have clinched and the Suns have clinched. Lakers still yet to clinch in the playoffs. That's shocking. Oh, and tonight we play the number 1 seed in the Western Conference, Phoenix. If we lose, we don't make the playoffs, and it's game over. Disappointing, I know. Well, what's not disappointing are the Cleveland Indians, 14-13 on the season. Jose, 280 average. There's your man, Jose, 8 home runs. Franmil has 18 RBIs and makes a really good fantasy baseball player. I have a rotisserie league. Franmil's really good at it. Here's a volley. 4 wins. Emmanuel Quase, 5 saves. Shane Bieber, 68 strikeouts because Shane Bieber is a god. And here's the volley. He's also good in your rotisserie fantasy league. So is James Karinchak and Jordan Lupo. earlier today. Who did I drop him for again? Trying to see who I dropped him for, if I can find it. I can't find it. That's really depressing. Oh well. Anyways, we're losing our train of thought. Indians against the Twins. We won the series 2-1 in the first game here in the Valley. 7.2 innings, 4 strikeouts. That was actually game 2. Jake Bowers also went 2 for 3 in that game, and Fran Meal had two bombs in that game. And Byron Buxton and Josh Downson led off with back-to-back home runs in the third game, which was on YouTube. And Logan Allen got out of the second inning, very terrible. And Mitch Garver had 3 RBIs. And then against White Sox, we won that series because we are that good. Well, Lucas Giolito had a good game. He's also on my fantasy team. My God, I have a lot of people on my fantasy team. There's Cesar in the third game. Belted one out of center field. And we already couldn't make that play. Jose had a home run, 3 RBIs in game 1. Shane Bieber, 11 strikeouts in game 1. Tim Anderson, grand slam in game 2. White Sox had 7 runs and 4 hits in that second game that they won. Of course, you saw Cesar at the home run. Jose also hit a home run as well because Jose Ramirez is a pretty cool dude. And there's Zach Plezak. He pitched a gem of a game. 5.2 innings of shutout baseball, of course. Luis Robert hit the IL on a bad play at the beginning of the first inning. Don't know if we could see Jose Ramirez's bum, but it doesn't matter because the Cleveland Indians are so darn good at baseball. There's Jose Ramirez for you folks, making a fantastic play. So I dropped Adam 8 and 2 on my fantasy league. And I added, who was that again? And there's Ahmed. I added Michael Kopech for Jordan Luplow, and then Tyler O'Neill from Canada, eh? And now time to move on to NASCAR, the Bushy McBush 400, and nothing says Bushy McBush like Kyle Busch, who won on his 36th birthday. My goodness. He is tied for 9th all-time with wins with Kevin Harvick with 58. Won the first stage as well, clinched the playoff berth. Kyle Larson won the second stage. There was a tire on the infield that wasn't noticed until lap 230. Big crash occurred when there was 15 laps left. And Denny Hamlin hit the wall just a few laps before. And Matthew DiBenedetto finished in 4th. Daniel Suarez in 11th. Of course, nothing says NASCAR like good battles like those. Larson won the second stage by a good chunk, but that's stage 1. I believe Busch came in to win it, I believe. And of course, there's Chase Elliott for you. Elliott started to make some noise in the season. William Byron, number 24. No, that's not retro Jeff Gordon. That's William Byron. Byron, I think he's won a race this season. I haven't really been, focusing a lot on NASCAR this season because, of course, I've been home a while, and of course, baseball's going on. But they are playing at the track, or they're racing at the track that is too tough to tame. Yeah, that's right. We're talking about Darlington, the egg shape that goes in and then out. Man, oh man, Ricky Stenhouse. Tracy Denny Hamlin is leading in points. William Byron in 3rd. My lordy. Just been so exciting this season. If you haven't been paying attention, you oughta. So we have 11 racers who have clinched: Christopher Bell, Michael McDowell, Kyle Busch, Alex Bowman, Kyle Larson, Brad Keselowski, Ryan Blaney, William Byron, Joey Logano, and Martin Truex Jr. due to the fact that, playoffs. And they won a race. So exciting, NASCAR. So exciting. Just like the NFL draft. Oh, how I wish we could have had something. I could have had something for it. But, the NFL draft was pretty cool. It was in Cleveland with vaccinated people. By the way, this show has been brought to you by the COVID-19 vaccine. If you want to ever tell COVID to say, I hate you, go away, you can with the COVID-19 vaccine. I know. Why didn't I think of this early? And for those that say, oh, no, I don't want to take it. Well, you should, because even though you will most likely survive from COVID, I don't know if that can be said for your friends or your family. The COVID-19 vaccine is your friend and not your enemy. It is a good thing and not a bad thing. By the way, Friday I'm getting my second shot. Gonna be fun, and I'm gonna hopefully announce a baseball game after that. Gonna be fun. Just like the NFL draft. 3 quarterbacks have started off. Trevor Lawrence with the Jets, Jets. Zach Wilson, and then Trey Lance of NDSU for the Bay, San Francisco, to be exact. And of course, yeah, Devontae Smith, Heisman, we're going to the Eagles. So that means that, who do you call it? No, not Justin Fields, because he's in Chicago. But Jalen Hurts is going to be throwing to Devontae Smith again. My goodness, 3 Alabama quarterbacks by now. Jalen Hurts, even though he transferred to Oklahoma, he is with Philly, Tua Tagovailoa, and Free Willy. That's right, Free Willy. And Mac Jones, who got drafted by those Patriots. Micah Parsons going to Dallas from Penn State. We got Greg Newsome II from Northwestern University. I like Greg Newsome. He is a pretty cool player and a pretty cool defender. He's a cornerback. Watch him get picks. And the overrated TikTok punks and thugs, otherwise known as the Pittsburgh Steelers, drafted Najee Harris. He's not going to be ruined on social media. No. That never happened to Antonio Brown when he was in Pittsburgh. That never happened to Juju and the rest of the Steelers. They won't be singing Corvette in there. No. Oh, wait, they will. Of course, Antonio Brown eventually turned everything around and won a Super Bowl. God, that's so weird. Half of me thinks that Antonio Brown just did that for attention so he could leave Pittsburgh. Because no one really acts like that. And then after that, time to go down to see what else did the Cleveland Browns get. We got Jeremiah Owusu-Koramoah from Notre Dame. Let's go, Irish. Notre Dame. That's right, my friends. And he's really good despite heart issues, but just fantastic. He's a linebacker. That's exactly what I needed. And he's from Notre Dame. That's also exactly what we needed. Anthony Schwartz, a receiver from Auburn. Think about it. Jarvis, Richard, perhaps Odell. I know Odell definitely did not do well, got hurt, and when he was playing, kind of struggling. Austin Hooper, David Njoku, and now Anthony Schwartz. Wow. And we got James Hudson, offensive tackle from Cincinnati. We got someone from Ohio State, Tommy Togiel. Tony Fields from West Virginia. Richard LeCount III from Georgia. And Demetric Felton from UCLA. Of course, we got that Koramoah pick from Notre Dame. Rep Notre Dame every day, folks. Or you should, because Notre Dame's pretty cool, even though Notre Dame never wins big games and always ends up disappointing me. My goodness, that's just fantastic. We have been so good. Kyle Pitts got drafted by Atlanta, but you know what? We are on a roll, and we got good defense, and we got good offense. Super Bowl champions? Who knows? OHSAA playoffs going on right there. Going to pull it up on my phone. Highland Hornets on the Highland Hornets Sports Network on YouTube, by the way. Of course, that's where a lot of episodes were. We're in the North Ridgeville District in Division 1. Now, we'll play the winner of Lincoln West, Olmsted Falls. Most likely going to be Olmsted Falls. Districts are in Barberton, Mentor, and Massillon, and Austintown. I see something. No baseball yet. That'll be out in a week. Big things I noticed is that Walsh will be playing the winner of Barberton Roosevelt and Stowe. And New Philadelphia will play the winner of Washington, Cuyahoga Falls. New Philadelphia, really cool guys. We walked it off against them. They were pretty fun to play against. Of course, we'll show you some things like Brecksville will be playing Wadsworth, Wadsworth, and John Hay. Avon will be playing Euclid or Westlake. St. Joe's will be playing Parma Heights, Valley Forge, or Maple Heights. And Brunswick will be playing Strongsville or it starts on May 10th, I believe. Yeah, you also have Riverside playing Lakeside or Mayfield. Should be quite exciting. Will be South going to play Hudson. Ellett plays Solon. Louisville plays McKinley. Nordonia going up against Lake and Uniontown. Postseason going to be fun. Of course, the Highland Hornets. Man, oh man, it's just frustrating for the Hornets softball team. They are fantastic. We have seen so many fireworks out there for the Hornets all season long, including actually no-hitting Midview in 5 innings. That was impressive. Walk-off home run by Allison, walk-off home run by Liz. This team is fun. This team's fantastic. They will be playing Thursday for senior night. You know that I'll be announcing with my camera like that on the Highland Hornets Sports Network. Drop something like that. Unfortunately, by now, the Hornets will unfortunately not win the American Conference for the first time in a few years. Sonic the Hedgehog 3 is a cool game, by the way. Anyways, but you know what? We're still a mighty fine team. We have an Illinois player page, and not to mention the rest of the team. Definitely a lot of young players. We're seeing some juniors out there like Emma, Kennedy, Delaney, just to name a few. Of course, Maddie got hurt. That's definitely not going to help us. But you know what? If there's one school that could perhaps win the district, it could quite possibly be us. Who knows? You never know. Definitely going to be a great game against Olmsted Falls. That will be May 12th. I can't wait to be there, and I can't wait. 2 weeks from now, I'll be back in WCTV studios due to traffic going on out here to get from my house to WCTV right here in the great city of Wadsworth. I unfortunately, my mom, who's really cool and drives me because she's a really cool mom and she's the best. Unfortunately, she won't be able to make it because traffic. So I'll be doing episode number 96 at home, 97 and 98 onwards. It'll hopefully be on Wednesdays, depending on scheduling and stuff. So until that comes around, I am Tommy Maroon, Tommy Maroon Sports Show, telling you to wear your mask, all that stuff I've been begging you to do for a year. We're almost there, Wadsworth. We are almost there, Ohio, till we can finally lift this. Oh my God, we're actually going to get out of this because you need to wear a mask and you need to get the vaccine because I'm getting the vaccine and you should too. Goodbye, everybody.